the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You've got it locked to the Sunday, February 22nd edition of the Press Box. All brought to you by the Island Game and Bud Light. Naughty and your company right up until 1 p.m. along with Stat Boy. Pearly should be zooming in short order. We should be hearing from Pearly in short order. And Mega will be zooming in at some point as well throughout the morning. But it is another Sunday. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. And yep, we're into the beginning of the dog days of sports. No NFL, NBA, and men and women's college basketball to carry us. Pitches and catches have reported. Spring training is underway, but that's spring training. Hockey is at an impasse because of the Winter Olympics. So it's kind of rough right now. But if you look up on the sports calendar, still got a few things to carry you through the summer. You got March Madness coming up in March. That'll get you through college basketball. Bracketologists come out. Then that'll get us to April. NFL draft. That'll lead us into May, which is horse racing month. Kentucky Derby. Preakness and the Belmont. Baseball should be underway by then as well, too. And who they are and what they are, what kind of team they got. And then we get into the NBA Finals. And then in August, it's back on.
June and July is the World Cup.
That's July's World Cup this year. But not every year. You're lucky that you got soccer aficionados at the World Cup to carry you through. So there's stuff on the sports horizon. But as of today, we got NBA, college basketball, Major League off-season news, and we got NFL off-season news. So we'll cover a lot of it. Obviously, when we talk football in the second hour, we'll be breaking down all the off-season moves thus far. Cuts, signings. Cowboys with a big signing yesterday. I'll tell you more about that. But like I said, we do have a lot to talk about. Baseball picking up in the offseason. And then, of course, the NBA.
Yep.
And not only do we have the NBA to talk about this season, but for next season as well. Because I think there's going to be some moving and shaking else. But I don't think this is LeBron's final season. I think he makes the swan song back to Cleveland.
I think so as well.
For one more time ad nauseum. But him and Harden and
Donovan Mitchell
gets nothing. They still don't win the East. Tatum is back for the Celtics.
Yeah.
They retooled. They made some good additions.
The Knicks are a good squad. The Pistons
Knicks are a good squad. The Pistons are a good squad. I mean, come on. They got a lot to go through. But
wouldn't it be the perfect script for him to win a fifth ring in his final year and go out the hero and all?
No, because he's had ample opportunity to win.
That's true.
It shouldn't be one more time. Let's serve it up for LeBron.
That's true.
I think people are sick of seeing that movie.
I agree. These young dudes don't want to see it either. They want to win.
And then when you look at LeBron, I mean, come on. I mean, let's be real. The other night in a key game against the Clippers, Lakers go up at 12 by halftime. In the third quarter, he's invisible. He scores 2 points the whole entire second half.
It's crazy. He's been known to do things like that.
But I see a lot of petulance coming out of him now. Austin Reeves returns. Doncic and Reeves putting up the points. He's petulant. I scored 2 points in the second half.
And he had how many? He had 13 points. Wow, and he shot 5 at 13.
Yeah, wasn't it?
He's not the same player anymore.
I think people need to look at that and take it for what it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then you look at younger players too. I think they're trying to bring back what kind of some of the attitude that made the league popular. If you look at Wemby, they played a competitive All-Star game.
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
look at VJ, they played a competitive rookie game,
The Rising Stars
the
game.
Rising
yeah,
Stars
yeah.
game. A lot of those
100%.
younger players were playing competitive.
This format was better than I thought it would be. Like, get to a certain amount of points.
Kawhi Leonard was lights
He was
out.
playing great. He was playing amazing. Anthony Edwards won the game's MVP. So
So I think maybe we've established that we're going to play hard in the NBA All-Star game, even though it has this format moving forward. But there was a period of years there, and thanks to LeBron with the whole, I pick a squad, you pick a squad, it was just garbage.
him not doing the dunk contest ever. And the dunk contest was another flop because they didn't bring back Mark McClung. Because he's like, y'all aren't going to sign me to a NBA contract. I'm not doing. I'm not being your circus, your minstrel. I'm not going to do it. The dunk contest was horrible.
But then again, I think the three-point contest left a lot to be desired, too. I know Lillard won it, but I mean,
He
come
hasn't
on.
even played a game this year because he has a torn Achilles. So all he can do is really shoot off that Achilles, you know? So, but next year he says they're going to get Clay. It's going to be himself, Clay, Buddy, some other guys to shoot in that All-Star, in that three-point contest of the All-Star game. So it should be a good three-point contest.
Well, I think that when you look at it, the younger players have definitely added something to the NBA. And I think the more things change, the more they stay the same. And sometimes, history repeats itself. I just sent you a clip, Mr. Producer. You got it? But make a long story short, if you didn't get it there, I can play it here. All right. And Pearlie will be zooming in a second. But to my point, I think the younger players have become more competitive. I think they want to take the league back to where it was. I think the chief proponent in taking it back to a level where it should be, among others, Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
That too.
Yeah.
But here's Kenny Smith's take on it. And yes, I noticed it too. Kobe, Wemby does have some Kobe to him. He does have some Mamba mentality to him. So here's the thing. And I think that's why the younger players are now, with Wemby's lead, they want to play. They want to excel. They want to see who the best is. They want to challenge the Ant Edwards. They want to eat LeBron. They want to chip away at that legacy. So I think the league is headed back to a competitive standpoint, and it's all led by Victor Wemby.
I mean, I think finally something works, that you got guys competing. You got Wemby kind of set that tone in the first game. The competition that's been lacking was there. What do you guys think?
It was better. I like to see it shortened even more. I mean, they only played a quarter, so let's don't give them a cookie for playing hard for a quarter. I've always said that it should be the United States against the world. It's too many games. I don't think LeBron and those guys want to play, and Kawhi, I don't think they want to play a bunch of games. So I like to see it shorter personally, but I thought it was a good weekend for the NBA because you shouldn't have to beg guys. I don't think it's going to be Game 7 intensity, but you can't come out there and give up 200 points and think it was competitive.
Yeah,
I mean, we were borderlining on 200 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, the competitive nature, and shout out to Wembanyama, who's made this statement that he was going to play hard. It reminded me of the late, great Kobe Bryant at one time. I did a benefit game for Hurricane Katrina, and we're going to visit all of these people and giving back.
Yeah.
And doing all these things. And he gets up in the middle of the bus after I make the speech about how great this is and I appreciate you guys coming. He goes, oh, wait, Kenny. By the way, y'all, I'm playing hard today. In a charity game in August. And I was like, he set the tone, and that's what Wemby did for the All-Star game.
I think Wemby, like I said, is the catalyst to this new generation of basketball player. He has a standard that he has set. He has his prerequisite. He has a level that he wants to play to at all times. So I'm thinking that if you look at him, you look at Shai, and you look at Luka, and some of them, these guys are going to be competitive.
Oh, no, for sure.
Because the league now belongs to them. I think they got free reign. The stage is completely theirs.
I mean, you have got, like, the league belongs to, like, the late 90s to now the mid-2000s. Because Cooper Flag is 06. VJ's, 2005. These guys are young guys coming into the league, entering, and just competing their hearts out, playing, working. So, the league's in new hands, and changes on the horizon for the league. Because soon KD's gone, LeBron's gone, Steph's gone, Kawhi's gone. Everybody's going to be gone soon.
I think you have to look at the new generation now. I think most all those names you call are pretty much within a year or two of being done.
I agree. Which is honestly sad because that's the childhood NBA you grew up on, 9, 10, 11
That's the
years
childhood
old.
NBA you grew up on.
Me. Yeah. Me
That's
and
why
my,
I tell
my
you,
peer
you
group,
have-
yeah. The softest generation.
Yeah. But let's talk so far. Let's talk about midway point. For the NBA MVP at the midway point, you definitely have the usual suspects in the conversation. You got to have Shai in the conversation, Joker in the conversation, Luka in the conversation,
I've got a sneaky name.
Cade Cunningham in the
Oh,
conversation.
you took it from me. I was going to say his
I'm
name.
just about to play the Rich Eisen take
clip.
on
Yeah,
Cade
I
Cunningham.
actually like that take. I don't think he wins it, but I think he has to be a finalist.
All right, let us know when Pearly zooms in. All right,
He's
what's
here.
going on, Pearly?
Pearly is right here, brother.
What's up, Pearly?
All right.
It's that boy.
It's good.
So let's have a gander at Rich Eisen's take because we told you the usual suspects for NBA MVP. Thus far, at the midway point of the season or to the All-Star break, Shai in OKC, Luka in LA, Jokic in Denver. Who else?
Well, Giannis would have been a candidate, but he's ineligible
But there's
now
somebody
because
else.
of the
There's somebody else we mentioned earlier.
65 game rule.
The kid is it the kid in Detroit?
Cade
That's what we're
Cunningham.
talking about, Cade
A lot of
Cade
people.
Cunningham.
I mean, if you want to put Wemby in the conversation,
Wemby should definitely be in the convo for sure.
absolutely. Him, Jokic,
I don't see any more of those
Shea,
five right there. Cade Cunningham, Wemby, Luka,
Joker, and Shea.
Joker, and Shea. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Well, here's Rich.
And I'm leaning towards Cunningham. That kid could play.
Well, here's Rich Eisen. I think you all sipping the same coffee, tea, or Kool-Aid there, Pearly, because I noticed Cade Cunningham this morning, but you and Rich Eisen have gone on that level to say that he flat out might be the MVP. So here's Rich Eisen's take. We'll listen to that for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get back and we'll chop it up right here on the press box.
The NBA season underway, even though they've played most of the season already, but All-Star break's over, and with all due respect, Madison Square Garden is the Mecca, right?
No doubt.
And it's kind of like the old, song. You can make it there, you can make it anywhere. And as a Knick fan, there are some people who can come into that building and shut us all up. Jordan was the king of it. Larry Bird, right next to him. God, I hated him. You know who also could shut us up? Kobe on occasion. You know who could shut us up? Reggie Miller, goes without saying. Trey Young started to get those bona fides going. LeBron on occasion as well. Like you show up there, you want to shut everyone up. You want to do it there because that is where you can make your bones. Certainly, if the Knicks are playing well. Certainly, if the Knicks have an idea of winning a conference. Certainly, if you have an idea of winning a conference or a Most Valuable Player award. And the second half de facto of the NBA season tips off last night, and Cade Cunningham shows up to Madison Square Garden and gets it done. 42 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists for Cade Cunningham, who told Vincent Goodwill after the game, ESPN's Vincent Goodwill, who wrote a terrific piece on it, that he feels he is in fact the MVP. And it's tough to argue with that. right now. Certainly since, wait for it, after the Oklahoma City Thunder started off so thunderously, guess who has right now, as we're talking, the best record in the NBA? Who didn't have two of their stars last night because they got bounced from a suspension of a fight that happened over a week ago. And this kid is shooting threes and talking about it and walking it and talking it. And, of course, as we all know, the Knicks were the team that eliminated the upstart Pistons last year. They're not upstarting anything anymore, right?
They've been number one in the East seemingly all year.
And they smoked the Knicks in Detroit twice in recent days and then did it again in front of their home fans last night. And they've got the best record in the NBA right now.
Dang.
41 wins. And, you know, don't just take my word for it as to who's the best point guard in the league. It was just last Friday, 1 week ago today, Tim Hardaway Sr. was sitting in this chair and we had this conversation. Who's the best point guard in the NBA today?
Oh,
You're sitting around, you've got your league pass, you could choose whatever point guard you want to watch in the NBA.
Cade Cunningham.
Why?
Why? Because his confidence. He's putting the team on his back. The team, his leadership. He's leading his team to, and nobody knew this, first in the Eastern Conference, number one in the Eastern Conference right now. And they got a 5-game, 7-game lead on New York and Boston. But he has put that team on his back. I love how he goes out there and plays. And I knew he was going to be an all-star, and I knew he was going to be an MVP candidate this year. And the way he plays, it shows.
Yeah. You want to talk confidence? Here's the direct quote. He said to Vincent Goodwill, quote, "I think I am as the MVP. And if you don't agree with me, that's your opinion." In case you're wondering, since the media began voting for MVP in 1980, the highest a Pistons player has finished was 1997 when Grant Hill finished third behind Jordan and Malone.
Okay.
The highest finished, Isaiah Thomas finished, was fifth in 1984. I think don't you think he's going to beat both?
So he's third in odds right now. It's basically a three-man race for MVP between Shea, Jokic, and Cade.
Right.
It's going to be one of those three guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't you think at the end of the day, voters will be like, what are we going to vote Jokic again? Even though he might deserve it?
What's crazy is he's having a statistically
I got it.
a better season now than any of his other MVP years.
Yeah, I know. But who has the best record in the NBA right now? We'll see what happens by the end of the day. They lead your Celtics, who got a triple-double from Jaylen Brown last night and returning for the second half of the season. They are leading the Celtics by 5.5.
All right. So what's your take, Burley? And stop. But I want to hear from you guys first.
I have to agree with him. That I watched the game against the Knicks, and he is head and shoulders above right now. While Joker may be having a better one back then, it was pretty much hands down him. It's not hands down him. And Cunningham is playing great basketball. Wemby is playing great basketball. But Cunningham is taking a team that was a couple of years ago the worst in the NBA. They got the best record. They showing you they're supposed to be there. They're not locking out games. They're manhandling most teams they play. In my view, right at this point, if I was voting today, I'd be giving it.
It's hard to disagree with Purdy.
Based on what? The fact
In the league.
The fact that not that the
Or in the league?
but the fact in the league, but the fact playing great basketball, he's leading this team like Kobe did with the Lakers, like Bird did with the Celtics, like Magic did with the Lakers, like Jordan. He's leading his team and he's showing that I'm the leader of this team and I'm going to put you on my back and carry you to a championship, hopefully.
But isn't that what Jokic is doing with the Nuggets again? Isn't that what Luka is doing with the Lakers? Isn't that what Shai is doing with OKC again?
Where are the Lakers and where are Denver in the standings and OKC is showing chinks in their armor?
Well,
But I
Shea's
mean,
hurt
you
right
have
now.
to look. You have to look too, though, at other key components on that Pistons team, man. I mean, yes, Cade Cunningham may be leading the way, okay, but to you guys, presentation and saying, well, Cade should be outright numero uno.
Listen, I haven't got a chance to make my full
Let
point
me
yet.
ask you one question, Naughty. What do great players do with their teams?
They make them better.
With other players, other players and things, and this is what he's doing.
That's fine, but I think I mean and I get your point, but Tobias Harris was already established when he joined the Detroit Pistons.
But they weren't winning.
That's fine. Jaden Duran in his own right coming out of Duke. Okay?
Yeah.
Almond Thompson or whichever one of the Thompson twins.
That's a sorry, Tom.
Asar, he was one of the tops coming in as a out of high school pick. Now Cunningham has worked. I see Cunningham is kind of taking him under the wing. Okay?
Yeah, and he's
but when
bringing them all together as one cohesive unit.
Fine.
And it's all about him.
That's great.
Let
I
me
still
ask you
say
this question.
Isaac Thompson contribute to that success as well.
How many of them didn't play the other night? Who didn't play the other night? And he beat them.
Well, I mean, I think Duran just came back.
Duran just came back off injury, but you cannot deny Duran. I'm saying
I'm not
that.
denying him. I'm not denying. But you think right now, if Cunningham goes down to the
Pearly, you dropped out. You breaking up. We still got Pearly?
right now, if Cunningham got hurt, how far would the team go?
Yeah. You could say again though, Pearly. You could say the same thing about OKC
because Shea's hurt right now.
Shea's hurt, and thus the chinks in their armor. You look at Luka when Luka's out, the Lakers get housed.
Okay,
different from, and sometimes we get housed with Luka in the lineup.
But you know what? I just like to see it.
If you're gonna put Cade Cunningham up there, okay, and off, I have to counter your Cade Cunningham in the Eastern Conference with one Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks.
No, I can't do that. I can't go that far.
Well, listen, what I saw Jalen Brunson do last night, my goodness, that brother put on a
Now
front
listen,
last night.
I'm only taking it for argument's sake this morning. You know, I agree Cunningham is doing a wonderful job for the Pistons and should be in the conversation.
I think Jalen Brown
does he leapfrog Shy? No. I don't know. Jalen Brown is a sneaky dark horse as well.
Because the Celtics shouldn't be that good. They tore down their entire roster.
Why? There's a system there that they work with, that they believe in, that they don't go against, and they stick to it.
I mean, this is their finals MVP. He's averaging 29, 7, and 5 on 48%, and the Celtics are 36 and 19. His stats are right there with Cade. I mean, they are.
Like Cade last night, he had 18 points, 9 rebounds, 13 assists.
Near triple-double.
126, 110 victory over the Bulls. The big guy out last night was Durden, though, 26 points, 13 rebounds.
I think
Tobias Harris had 18 and 6.
They're just a cohesive, well put together team.
They are.
And this is with losing Mike stuff, because he was their sharpshooter, but they stepped up, they replaced him, they traded for the old boy from the Heat, what's his name? Duncan Robinson. So that was a good move for them to make to replace that shooting. But
all right. Mr. Producer, keep an eye out for Pearly. He's in a bad spot with that zoom. He's going to zoom back in. He's got to reconnect.
I just think that until Shea drops off, because 25, 6, and 9 is like great from Cade, but he's shooting, I think, 46%. Shea's giving you 31 and 6 and 5 on 55%. I just think it's really hard to make a case against him healthily.
I mean, if you look at the league leaders right now, Doncic at 33 points a game.
It's crazy.
Shy at 31, and at 29, and Jalen Brown at 29.
Yep.
Number 4 in the league. Tyrone Maxey, 28.
Where's Jokic at? He's averaging, what, like 28 points?
He's right under there.
Because let me tell you, if it was purely...
Donovan Mitchell, 28.8 at number 6. Jokic, 28.6. Kawhi, 27.8. Brunson, 27. Lauri Markkanen of the Utah Jazz, 10.7 a game.
It's impressive because he does it in 3 quarters because, they tank, so they pull everybody in the 4th quarter. I can't believe teams do that.
This is the same guy who Draymond Green had a problem by coming to Golden State for the trade.
But Draymond's opinion is really not worth much
Draymond
anymore.
Green is
you can see that.
I think we've established he's an idiot. Assist leaders, Jokic, 10.5. Cunningham, 9.8. Luka, 8.6. Harden, 8.2. And Johnson out of Atlanta, 8.2. 3-pointers. Curry, 4.5 per game. Luka, 3.7 per game. Mitchell, 3.6 per game. Michael Porter, 3.5. And Con Knipple.
Him, yeah, but I think he has the overall most made. Like, because he's played the most games, so the average per game goes down, but he has the most total made as a rookie, too. That's crazy.
Rebounds, you got Jokic at 12. Towns at 11. Klingen from Portland at 11.4. Gobert in Minnesota, 11.3. And Victor Wembanyama, 11.2 at number 5. And blocks, it's Wemby at 4 from Washington, 2 a game. Mobley, 1.9 from Cleveland. Huff, 1.9 from Indiana. Holmgren, Chet, our boy, 1.9 from OKC.
Boy,
And when it goes to steals, it's Wallace from OKC at 2.1 a game.
Kiss
Leonard from the
Wallace.
Clippers, 2 a game. Maxey, 2 a game from the Sixers. Thompson, 1.9 from Detroit. And Daniels from Atlanta, 1.8.
Dyson Daniels, yeah.
So that's your league leaders across the board right there.
I mean, if it was based on the statistical impact, it's Jokic for sure every year.
tight, because you look at Luka with the scoring and the assists, you got to have him in the conversation.
The problem's going to be the Lakers' record.
You look at Shai with what he does. All of these guys are in the conversation for sure.
Like, we have an incredible roster of guys. We have incredible
But I
players.
think if you look at the complete body of work, Kid maybe have the best numbers as far as scoring, assists, so on and so forth, and the team being number one
You made it
across the league. Across the league.
Oh, OKC still got them by a game, eh? 43 and 14.
Well, yeah, but they're
42
42 and
and
13,
13,
so it pretty much balances
Balances
out.
out, yeah.
Well, actually, percentage points, Detroit has them
Detroit,
64.
Yeah, Detroit
less
is, yeah.
losses.
But that's
OKC's got
semantics
one more
right there.
win,
But
I
basically,
agreed.
they got one of the top 2 records in the league, so that has to factor into to the vote.
What's going to help Cade is that while Shea's out, he could really prove his case while he's out and show why he's the best. And that'll also help Shea, because if the team does bad, it shows how valuable he is to that team. So it kind of goes like, it's like a 50-50 thing.
And if you look at some of the NBA news, that's still going to be quite the conversation. SG and Jokic lead the update of the NBA MVP straw poll, but obviously, let's look and see how they've had it factored in. This from ESPN. Here's what they have. They have Luka at 5. Okay. They have
Wemby at 4.
Wemby at 4. And then they have
Kid at 3.
Kid at 3, Shai and Jokic at 2 and 1 respectively.
So they have
battling for
Jokic
it.
at 1 right now?
Still.
No, yeah, Jokic at 2.
I think
At 2 and Shai number 1.
Shai is number 1.
They're sick of Jokic. He has 3 MVPs. I think he might, unless he has like a
But I
great
looked.
dominant
Look, Denver won the
season.
other night by 50 points. Jokic had 19 points and 7 rebounds in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Some people don't have that for a game. Some people don't have that for a career.
He's the best player in the game. I'm going to say a name that he's kind of like fallen off because he's injured this year, but I still think fully healthy Giannis is at least top 3 in the game.
Fully healthy, especially if the Lakers plan to
can
bring
do
him to
on
LA
offense
next
and
year.
defense.
That's what I'm worried about Eddie for next year.
Let him be fully healthy for next year. I don't care.
What he could do on offense and defense, I still got Giannis top 3 in the game, and then
I
Shea,
don't
of
put
course.
Giannis the hype because to me Giannis' game isn't all that though. Like if he had a jumper, yeah.
But the thing is,
But-
he don't really need it. If you put him in an
If
offense
you-
with shooters around him,
Yeah,
he's
if you
a
put him
great
in offense
defender.
shooter, but that's the reason why now he's so frustrated in Milwaukee.
I mean, he could give you 5 to 6 rounds and blocks.
I have a question for you, Mega. Because you don't have jumper, are you a failure? Do you stop and redo? Or you say you failure because you have no jumper?
Usman, okay, so
That's
to me
Giannis
is-
is moving Giannis.
Do you stop playing because your jumper is no good, or you rebound better and you go harder off the glass and you back to the bucket good? Does that make you a failure because you have no jumper?
I hear him make all them rants before and all that, and I'm still like, bro, you got somebody like Akeem Olajuwon.
Every time I hear him talk, I feel like I in Acropolis Cafe about the order. What is your order? What would you like? What do you like today? You like the moussaka?
For a big man, I always like to see a big man who can stay under the post and also have a jumper.
Hakeem.
I understand you strong exactly like Akeem. You know what I'm saying? I guess
Hold
that's
on
why-
now, hold on
Hold
now,
on, David
hold on,
Robinson,
hold on,
Patrick
hold on,
Ewing,
hold
Alonzo
on, hold
Mourning.
on.
Come on now.
I would say if you want a big man with a jumper, you got to start with Patrick Ewing. Because Patrick
I just
Ewing,
said Patrick.
Yeah,
Dirk,
'cause-
if we're talking pure jumper,
But
for
like,
right.
I
But,
don't mean-
but,
I don't
but
mean like a-
Elijah Wan to me was less on the jumpers, fake up and under,
Right.
hook shots, spin moves.
yeah, the greatest footwork ever.
I mean, awesome footwork, but Ewing, I will not let anybody take it away from him. Pat Ewing had a wicked 15-foot jumper
Pat was
game.
solid. Pat was solid.
From the free throw line around. Pat could hit them jumpers, except for Indiana. He couldn't hit no stinking layup that had taken into the final.
Yeah,
He blew
against
that
the
one.
Bulls too.
Boy.
You forget it.
That's the problem. Big Pot used to mess the bed at the big games.
You know what I mean?
Wrong time.
That series against
Bucks,
that.
boy, and he was great in the regular season in the NBA, but boy, my God, he was cursed in the playoffs.
But that brother hate Michael Jordan, yeah? He hate Michael Jordan.
A lot of people hate him.
Plenty people hate
I
Michael
know, but
Jordan.
he doesn't hide it though.
Yeah.
He doesn't hide the fact that, boy, I don't like, but they asked him about it, but he was like, don't ask me that for. He can't stand Michael Jordan.
It's almost
boy.
as bad as Isaiah Thomas. So I don't think that's
No,
getting
Isaiah,
that
no,
bad.
that
No,
personal.
Isaiah is a complete goon.
Yeah.
He did
Because
that.
Isaiah is messed up in 1,000,001 ways on his own out of the NBA. Yet now he's the moral compass for
how
players.
yeah, like I don't.
Come
get it.
on,
just 'cause
crazy.
it's Michael Jordan too.
You know, but that's my thing. But be honest, if he like a 50-footer somewhere around there, just keep your back to turn around. You know,
I
use the
agree.
glass. Tim
Right,
Duncan.
but-
I mean, Tim Duncan was.
When dudes tell
you know,
Chuck Daly they don't want you on the dream team, Isaiah, you had to do something to upset a lot of people.
like,
My thing
you know,
is-
does your coach tell you that though?
Your own coach.
tell you that. But I had to think.
Giannis
I can
is-
see why this kind of person in eye, and sometimes when they see it,
He should be personal with Carmelo, giving him 40 stitches. That's what he should be personal
not
with.
big Carmelo is. I don't think he will.
But Carmelo is a big weirdo, though.
Of course, we
No,
know.
but Karl Malone, as far as a power forward, he'll always be ranked as one of the greatest of all time.
As a pure player,
But
when you get
off
on
the court, as a man, as a human being,
No, man.
scum.
What's the name of his son who plays for the Bills?
I forgot his name, but it was something
Lima?
Bell. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
He
it's
had a
his own son.
daughter. He had a daughter that played in the WNBA.
Did he?
Ford was her last name.
I gotta
Really?
research this. I don't.
Pull
know
up
about-
Karl Malone's daughter. Her last name is Ford. I think it's Sharice Ford or something like that. She played.
Cheryl Ford.
Thank you. Cheryl
Oh,
Ford
my
played in the
goodness.
WNBA. And now his son, who he was estranged with, but now that he
Three-time-
made it to the NFL, has all of a sudden become now, that's my son.
3 WNBA championships.
She was no
4-time
slouch.
All-Star, 2-time All WNBA second team.
And if I'm not
All-Star game
mistaken,
MVP.
Louisiana Tech
And-
leading
and a
scorer.
rookie- and a rookie of the year.
And I think she might have played at Louisiana Tech and is the all-time leading scorer in the history of Louisiana
Yes, she
Tech.
did.
So I
4
guess.
years.
I guess
Wow.
she got his
She's
genes.
from-
there.
yeah.
She could play. She was no joke.
Like, she looked exactly like Carl.
And then
No, but that's his daughter, bro.
That is it.
Ah,
That's
no,
Carl's
that's
daughter.
Carl's
You
daughter.
can't say nah. Exactly.
but Carl had a bunch of kids.
Carl was-
And with different women of different ages, and some of the ages are really like scandalous.
Demetrius Bell.
But
That was
Demetrius
the
Bell,
son who
the
went to
son,
the NFL,
played
yes.
in the NFL, and of course he was estranged until he made the NFL. That all of a sudden that's my boy.
I mean, we all know he was a scum.
From you could sit in the stands and hit on Vanessa Bryant
I
like
was just
Kobe
about to
Bryant
say
on the
that.
court. You
I
are
was just about
scum
to
in
say
my
that.
book.
You know what I'm saying? And then he denied it, but we know that's what he did.
It was the age of the girl really got it for me.
You
like
can't
that.
take anything away from him on the court though. The legacy that he had with John Stockton, they made each other, in the conversation the greatest of all times at their position because of what they did in Utah.
Well, more so
But-
Carl, but because John, there's too many great point guards, but he has a good case though.
Now listen, you got to put Stockton
yeah,
in
but
that
Stockton-
No, he's in
conversation.
the top five.
He still has the record for
Assists.
There was a
And
guy.
steals.
There was
And steals, exactly.
assistant steals. Only one other player had the assistant steals like him, and that was Magic.
I agree. But I mean, if you have Magic, you have
Well, for all you bronzexuals out there, but it did take LeBron an extra 7.5 years compared to Stockton and Magic to get to those
I
points
was
with
just gonna say
assists.
we wasn't getting.
talk
Why
about
are we even saying that?
you talking for
Why would he even say it? Because
There's only about a year left on me being able to hate on LeBron.
You think it's a year left?
Only one, the
who's the new
swan song
NBA
in
hate
Cleveland.
target? Who's the new NBA hate target?
The new NBA hate target has to evolve. I'm firmly.
I know you have it in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark is going to be my
you're female
my
LeBron.
conduit to get me out of the LeBron hate to the next one.
Who can you hate on in the NBA now, though?
Right now,
That's a good question.
I really can't. I mean, and that's something too that I got to give LeBron credit for. Nobody in the league makes me want to hate the way LeBron does, and that speaks
That's
for
that
something.
polarization. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's that effect,
that's
man.
going to be missed.
They're gonna have to find somebody who's gonna be that villain who's gonna be polarizing though. Every league needs one.
See,
got it in the
I
NFL.
mean, is it gonna be Ant?
They're
But
grooming Ant to
No.
be that, but Ant is like an anti-hero to me. So
Yeah,
I
that's- that's
he's
what
not,
I'm
really,
saying.
he's not really a villain.
Because even hearing him talk after the All-Star game, I was like, bro, I mean, I liked him already, but
I like him on the court. Off the court, he
Off
got
the
some
court,
issues.
yeah,
he got some issues.
You know, but
There's
a lot
not
of them
really,
do.
there's not really a
But
villain.
that's not really a villain right now.
They try to make Jokic into a villain by
you can't
spinning
make
negative
Jokic.
narratives, but he just got their players
Yo,
ball.
Paul, I think the
I
more,
think what's going to happen is the league has a lot of fresh new faces that people like, and you throw the international component in there. that there's going to be mass appeal, but eventually somebody's going to start winning, and somebody's going to be that hated guy.
I think it becomes you.
I think it's Victor.
Shea.
No, I think it's Victor because I think the Spurs. Listen, I told your mom last night when we watched that game.
Yeah.
The Spurs are well constructed, brother.
No, I agree.
The Spurs are well constructed. We have Wemby wants to take the night off. Castle will kill you. Vassell will kill you. Ron Harper's kid.
Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper is becoming very nasty.
Put together with a good
very
vet
cheeky
with,
young
what's his name?
individual as a
Harrison
rookie.
Barnes. I think he's still there.
He's the
Good vet.
straw that stirs
yeah.
the drink, brother.
I'm not disagreeing with anything you're
And
saying.
then you got two dudes off the bench, that Keldon Johnson kid, and then the Champagne.
Champagne.
Whenever he's healthy.
Champagne.
Trust me, when you see them be able to trade Shokum, who they traded to the Knicks, or Sokum, or Sokim, or
Well, I know what you mean.
French.
That guy, yeah.
who was a decent bench player for them.
Sohan, yeah.
Sohan.
Yeah, whatever
he's
his
not
name
the
is.
Knicks. They've got that. Listen, don't be surprised if the Spurs are the team that unseat OKC and win
the
a
West?
championship this year.
I don't
Why
hate
would
it.
you be surprised they swept
I
them
don't
this
hate
year?
it. I don't hate it.
I'm just trying to let everybody know the Spurs are ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
They
I
are.
understand. Mitch Johnson
And
got
their
them guys
coach is
playing
doing a
ball,
great
bro.
job.
Oh.
And I said with the most respect, I enjoy watching the Spurs more than I enjoy
No, I-
watching the Lakers.
I actually do enjoy watching them. I'm a Celtics fan.
And that,
I watched that game.
it's good entertainment.
No,
You
that
got to
was
watch
like-
a game before your team come on and they're an option.
Yeah.
Watch that game. The
So
Spurs are entertaining.
I was like, I wasn't expecting this to happen so fast. After Pop left,
And-
I was like, Wemby there. Okay, they
Well,
got something to build around.
The scary thing about it is they still got draft picks because they hoarded
Yeah.
a bunch of draft picks. They got a lot of young talent. This team isn't going anywhere for a while.
They could become a villainous team, but Wemby's never going to become a villainous player. As much as he could become
No.
Like his persona might be like a negative persona,
No,
but they're not
Stat
going to
Boy,
hate him.
you leave America on its own, they will find a way to hate Wemby.
They will.
think?
I was just going to say that
They will
because
find a way to
the
hate Wemby.
climate with that All-Star game, and I could see things.
They
starting
will
to go
find,
towards
and he got
that.
Kobe mentality, he got Mamba mentality, and could you imagine Kobe at 7'5" with that mentality? Okay, then scary.
That brother.
And I watched Wemby do something
That pump
last
fake
night.
dunk hanging in the air.
No, DeMar DeRozan came down the lane, and props to DeMar trying to dunk it with two hands on Wemby. Now he balled, got his 2 free throws, but on the very next play down the court, Wemby got the ball at the 3-point line, shook the defender, drove the lane, and dunked it with his left hand, absolutely nasty, and gave the look. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this play does have Mamba to him. This play does have Kobe to him, because that's the kind of stuff Kobe would have done. You come down and try to dunk him, I going down the next play and I can bust you to the ground.
Yep.
I can score on you. I can humiliate you. I'm going to dominate you. And Wemby has that. If Wemby puts that all together and puts that Mamba mentality with the package that he is now, you're looking at league MVP and you're looking at playoff dominance for the next 5 to 7 years out of the Spurs.
Well, I
easily.
expect them to get to at least the second round. Honestly, I'm anticipating them versus
expecting them to get
OKC,
to
the conference
to the
finals.
conference
I
finals,
agree.
yeah.
I think it's going to be OKC, and I like it. The two states, the rival states, it'll be great.
This is what I need. I need my Lakers to get there to the second round and one of them to beat the bejesus out of the Lakers. Make us look bad in the process. Make LeBron look old and slower in the process. So come next season, we have two people in Los Angeles Lakers.
As it stands right
Luka
now,
Doncic and then Reeves. And Reeves will be one, but we'll re-sign him back if LeBron's out of there.
I mean,
so
that's-
we build him behind Starsky and Hutch, Reeves and Darn Luka.
Yep.
So,
But there's a lot of money to be spent, and there's a lot of options for the Lakers after that.
so you know if LeBron gone, somebody else came with him too, right?
And that's
Bronny.
hey. It's not-
Stop taking, and take about $30 million. They paid this kid $30
Mark
million.
Guaranteed.
Mark McClung will be
Guaranteed.
making that money.
And you
The
got
dude
you
who
got
didn't do
dudes
dunk
knocking
contest no
around
more.
in the G League and other better players. You got 3 or 4 players that would have taken $10 million each and been happy to be in the league and produced. Listen, it's not Bronny's fault. He's clearly a product of his dad's petulance and clutch,
mean,
and his
he has
dad's entitlement.
Clearly, he has a hoop dream, but you have to really realize that dream on your own, like earn that.
There are players that are better than
I
Bronny
agree.
riding the bench in the G League that could actually be on that Laker roster and help them.
I agree. I don't disagree.
Look how many did not play his coach's
The
decisions
number
Bronny
one
has.
is Mark McClung, who won the 3 straight dunk contests and said, "I'm not doing it for y'all no more. To hell with y'all because y'all don't want to bring me on a real NBA contract." And he done
Correct.
won the dunk contest again.
They bounce him around a lot.
Oh yeah,
but
come
he
do
ain't
the
good
dunk
enough to be.
contest
He ain't good enough to be an NBA guard.
Okay, is he better than Bronny? Yes.
Yeah.
It's simple
probably.
as that. He's better
All
than
right,
Bronny.
let's go to the phone lines real quick. Press box.
Yes, gentlemen. How y'all doing? Yeah, hey, that
Muff.
race with Austin Reeves, boy, that wake out with him, boy, he can on bad. But I tell you one thing, Orlando Lewis last night, we jump in the 7th spot. Now, when we play VJ them in the 6s on Thursday, when we beat them, we would slip in the 6th place. That's the only time I ain't gonna be pulling for VJ, boy.
Well,
When we playing
VJ and them on the road right now. They ain't doing.
They lose 4 in a row. Yeah, they lose. So when we can beat them again Thursday and move in the 6, we won't stay in the 6, man. We ain't gonna be in no playing. Yeah, but tell Scottie Pippen Jr. take your time now. You see, Gardner still end up on top.
That was a
Tell him
juicy
don't play.
fight last night, boy.
But when he shot the 3,
You see, Gardner still end up on top.
why you hit the hitter from the back?
exactly. He didn't have to hit Pippen Jr. from the back like that in the spine,
you old
man.
man. Take your time. All right, gentlemen. I know y'all getting into the break, man. 2 solid games
two.
coming on today, 1 o'clock. All right, gentlemen.
man.
I can continue listening.
Take your time,
Be safe, Muff.
Thanks, man.
You know, I heard somebody said when this week on social media they were talking about the league, and they were talking about the problem with the league is a lot of these young brothers don't have that bite, like they don't have that I wanted that bad mentality because you got a bunch of nepo babies in the NBA now.
Yeah, you got a bunch of nepo babies in the NBA. I agree. You do.
Yeah, and he was saying like when he saw VJ Edgecombe interview when he came out as a rookie, and he's like, man, that's what the NBA missing right there. Like, you know,
That's why VJ could kill punks
And
all the
VJ
way
is
through.
killing punks.
And that's why Cooper Flag, to his credit, and I still rolling with VJ over Cooper Flag.
Probably get it, but I'm rolling with VJ.
Cooper Flag, to his credit, has played his way out of where he came from. Yeah, maybe he had better upbringing than some kids, but he's still more edgier than some of these nepo babies in the league.
Because he
And
comes
as
from
far-
Maine.
And as far as Scottie Pippen goes, Scottie Pippen Jr., you darn Skippy, you come up and push me in the back like that, I can go check you.
bro.
No, I would have done the
I'm
same thing.
saying?
I don't blame Pippen Jr.
And
at
Pippen
all.
Jr. put somehow gave him a two-piece when he put him down too.
That's a blindside hit, you know. You hit the person the wrong way. That's an injury.
That's
right
exactly what happened.
You forget a couple of years ago, one of the
Morris twins.
did it
Jokic.
to
I
Jokic.
was going to say that.
And
Yeah,
Jokic
he read
turned
my
around and
mind.
flattened him like what you doing?
And then they tried to spin it. Oh, Jokic is racist. He's this and that. I'm like, no. If you watch it play, he elbows him in the spine. Jokic says,
It's so funny how that's be the first thing to block out these things.
exactly.
When it's a white
But
guy,
when
you
they
know?
dead wrong, Jokic don't hate black
It's a
people,
racist
man.
thing. I'm like,
No, you
come on,
elbow
man. We
Jokic
all
in
watching
the
the
spine.
video. We can even sit there and
And
rewind
this
it back
dude,
and forth.
Jokic, real European,
Yeah.
swing the arm back and
You know what I'm
forth.
saying? So it's
Put him
yeah.
on the ground.
But it's just amazing because the league is so filled with so many former players' sons right now, and then it's like these brothers don't have that.
But
type
the sad
of
thing
drive,
is, you got some other players in there, like I think it's Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah, he's balling now. But that's because Katie was talking that trash on him on the burner account.
Oh, the Katie, but yeah, that was personal.
No, but it might not have been.
soft
It might
for
not
that.
have been a Jabari Smith kid. Remember, there was a kid who was on a video a couple of years ago when he first came in the league and told LeBron, "You played against my dad your first game in Cleveland."
I'm pretty sure it's Jabari Smith or
Well,
Kenny Martin
he's
Jr.
evolved.
Yeah, for the
he-
Rockets, right? It's Jabari Smith.
He was having a rough go, but he's evolved. There's some that you look at that are better than Bronny. They're gonna be better than Bronny, even though they're Apple babies.
You can look up in some. What are Bronny's stats? Like
What
1.5.
stats?
Yeah,
Stats?
come on now. Let's not pretend.
Stats and Bronny in the same
There's no such
stats.
thing as better than Bronny. They better than Bronny.
Stats.
You know what I'm saying? The problem is because LeBron's so polarizing, we want to protect his kid the same way we protect LeBron. So anytime we say something bad about Bronny, you know, oh, you're getting personal and it's the hate against the daddy. No, bro. I've been telling you all from day one. I have nothing against the boy. I've been watching basketball all my life, but the boy didn't.
No, listen.
You know, didn't have it.
I don't go hard on Bronny because it's not Bronny's fault. It's not it's something that Bronny came to that and say, I gotta be in the NBA now.
I'm sure he had a drive and a dream for
Bronny got
dream.
that $30 million guaranteed. Okay, he wants to be in the league. He wants to play. But again, it's like coaches say: when I go to these camps, give me the kid who's hungry, give me the kid who's got on the beat up tennis, give me the kid who's playing his way out. I don't want the kids showing up with the brand new sneaks, 2 or 3 sneaks, and the nepo babies and this and that.
It's like
I want the kid who's hungry and who's going to play. And Bronny's not that kid. I'm sorry. He's not.
And see, that's the thing, though. We don't have to apologize because he's a professional now.
exactly.
Why do we still have to be like,
Oh,
we don't have
sorry,
nothing against...
Bronny.
No, we don't do that with everybody else, though.
That's fair.
Everybody else that came in the league,
I like it.
we used to attack them. Even
Correct.
Kobe, when Kobe was a rookie, he shooting a bunch of air balls.
Yeah,
and
in the playoff
you
game,
have to
yeah.
prove yourself in the NBA for us to talk about you the way we talk about him. We can't just be cuddling up because that's LeBron.
And when you
son.
see somebody like Kobe come in with the hardships that he had, Because let's be honest, if Kobe stays in Charlotte and they don't trade him to the Lakers, we're having a different conversation about scoring title,
But does he
and
have
so on and
rings
so
and
forth.
all those sort of stuff?
No,
what I'm saying?
but I think Kobe would have brought one to Charlotte because management would have built around him. They would have realized
Either that or he just leave
hold
off
on.
his free
In the
agent- free
state
agency.
of Charlotte, North Carolina, you have the carbon copy. You have the knockoff
MJ.
of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Superstar. Whole
That's
career
fair.
in Charlotte. And Jordan
But I don't
embraces him.
think-
Jordan embraces him through the Carolina connection.
That's
and there you have it.
absolutely fair, but I still don't think his career in Charlotte is what it is as a Laker.
No, agreed.
course
Best
agreed.
Laker ever,
But
in
I'm
my
saying to a
opinion,
point,
or
just,
him and Magic,
just
and
based
then-
on stats, playing, chooching
Oh
up
yeah,
the
yeah,
ball.
yeah. He'd have LeBron-esque stats right now.
Thank you
He'd
very
have
much.
LeBron-esque stats.
Because
Maybe
LeBron
not
was
the
given the
rebounds,
green
but
light as
assists
a rookie
and
when the bus
scoring.
pulled up. He was shooting from the tunnel.
Because he went to Cleveland, which was horrible.
But when you look at the big body of work, it doesn't strike up to the greats. It almost looks like, when I tell people, I say, Kobe gave people a 3-year head start. Kobe went until his 3rd year in LA.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. I don't hate
But
that.
you see what I'm saying, though? That's the thing we got to look at. Like, I just get tired of people just be like defending it.
And a lot of other players,
Yeah,
you know
I
what
hear
I'm
you.
saying?
a lot of
It's
other
in the
players.
NBA now.
And here's the challenge. LeBron, to me, if he was put in that situation, traded from Charlotte to the Lakers and had to ride the pine like Kobe did, he would have broken. Because he was
I
so
agree.
used to
He'd
being
have
pampered
forced out.
and put on a pedestal
But,
and his butt
yeah,
kissed, for
that-
lack of a better word.
This boy come from St. Mary's where people are paying to
Correct.
watch his games. That wasn't happening.
That wasn't happening. No.
Because much hardship as he went through, he started having good in his last few years of high school for sure.
All right, the first hour is in the book. We're going to take a quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll get into the 12 o'clock hour. We're going to talk, wrap up the NBA, and we're going to talk NFL. Lots of off-season moves coming up. Lots of potential draft picks, lots of potential trades on the horizon, salary cap restraints and salary cap cuts coming up. And I hear a former Florida tight end who couldn't get it going in Atlanta is about to be a superstar in San Francisco. Could he be the Kittle replacement? Could Pitts be the Kittle replacement?
Boy, we'll see.
It would be just for you.
And for you Cowboy fans, relax. We have a running back. Jerry Jones. I don't know who kidnapped Jerry
I
Jones.
saw it last night.
I think aliens came to Jerry's property and aliens now, but we signed Javonte Williams. 3 years, $24 million, 16 guaranteed.
Great deal.
Running back position is set.
For the Broncos.
We had him last year in Dallas on a prove-it deal. And,
like
and remember,
1,100 yards, yeah.
1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns to be exact.
So Jerry lock him up.
Jerry. He's locked up ahead of the draft. That tells me we're going all defense in the draft. We got lots to talk about. The Sunday, February 22nd edition of the Press Box, brought to you by the Island Game, and Bud Light continues right after this.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
The following is a paid political message.
Kalani. Whoa. Hey. Kalani. Oh. The future is bright. Vote for MacGyver. Hey. 'Cause she is a fighter. Kalani. Hey. The future is brighter. Oh. If you need improvement, oh, come join the movement. Come join the movement. Hey, you're looking for change, find it here. You're looking for justice, find it here. You're looking for truth, find it here. Vote for MacGyver. She's here for you. See everybody in Kalani. Change is here. Hey, hands in the air. See everybody in Kalani. Vote for MacGyver. She is a fighter.
That was a paid political message.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching for the ultimate Bud Light football experience. Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
Boost your buying power with a margin loan at rates as low as 7.5%. A margin loan offers convenient flexibility, freeing up capital without liquidating your investments. Whether you're looking to diversify, fund a business opportunity, or refinance higher cost debt, RF provides access to cash within 48 hours for any purpose. Tailored, effortless, powerful. Discover how a margin loan can work for you. Visit rfgroup.com or call 603-6000. RF Bank and Trust. Money at work.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk.
We're back at you on the Sunday, February 22nd edition of the Press Box, brought to you by the Island Game and Bud Light. And don't forget the Island Game, brand new website. Be sure to check them out, theislandgame.com. Brand new website, tons of ways to play and win. Single game betting, live betting, in-game parlays, teasers, player props. You name it, they got it. So be sure to check them out, theislandgame.com. And the Island Game always reminds you to play responsibly. Also being brought to you by Bud Light. Available for you at your favorite Jimmy's Wines and Spirits. And that's your favorite watering holes throughout, man. Be sure to catch a great NBA game with a nice cold Bud Light. But the NFL, that's what we're talking about now. And the offseason is upon us. And this is where teams are made. Teams actually get over the hump. They fall back a few steps. Some go into the complete rebuild. Some are a piece or two away and they get in the draft or free agency. There's always going to be that team that's building right now with a fourth place schedule that's going to end up like the Patriots, making a run off a fourth place schedule.
As the strength of schedule scheme out, is it? The schedules came out.
The schedules have come out, but I don't know the strengths thereof. It may be.
Double check that. I know the schedules are just at the... No, not the schedules, the teams that they play in. But the schedule hasn't come out yet. Not until May, I think.
Not the official schedule
No,
as to
right.
where they're playing week by week. They know the teams that they're going to play. They just don't know when they're going to play them. But I know the Cowboys are taking on the NFC West next year.
Oh, so we can see all. Cardinals and Rams.
And then out of the AFC, I think it's the AFC South, if I'm not mistaken. But I got to double check. But like I said, the opponents are there. There's just no specific date as to when they're going to play.
Yeah, the schedule don't come out until May. But from so far, what I'm seeing there, strength of schedule, look like the Chicago Bears is going to have the toughest strength of schedule this year. Then the Bahamas own Miami Dolphins.
What? What you mean?
They got out the second toughest schedule next season.
They rebuild it?
Well, I don't know how they can do it.
Lord.
So the top five would be Chicago, Miami, Arizona, Green Bay, and
But hold
the
on,
Kansas City
aren't the
Chiefs.
Dolphins the only team to be perfect on both levels, like 0-16 and then 16 and
Did they go
0?
0-16 I don't think they ever went
0-16.
Or did that little punt returner save them against Minnesota that time?
Because the only two teams that went 0-16
Cleveland and Detroit.
Bucks.
The little Hispanic punt returner.
Detroit.
I think the Bucks went 0-14 at the
0-14,
time.
right. The Cleveland, right. And then,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Mr. Producer, let us know when Pearly chimes back in, please.
Number 6, though, on strength of schedule is the New England Patriots.
Yeah, let's see how they play this year.
I think they regress.
You know,
I think they could still win the AFC.
Where are the
East, but I
Cowboys on
think
the
they
strength of
regress.
schedule?
Cowboys strength of schedule is way down here. It's almost in the 20s.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Wait,
Yeah,
you,
almost at the
you
bottom.
said Miami and Arizona are up there for
love
toughest
it.
schedule. That's perfect for them, though. They could lose a bunch of games.
Cowboys schedule down there like that?
Yeah.
I tell you, 12-5 again, right off the top of my head, without even looking.
They're actually ranked 20th strength of schedule.
So out of
But that's
32
good.
teams, yeah.
Yeah.
But
The team that has the weakest schedule this year will be the Cleveland Browns. Boy, if the Cleveland Browns don't make the playoffs with this type of schedule.
Well, they couldn't possibly
I don't
not make it
think they
because I
make
heard
it.
Deshaun Watson
Yeah,
is coming back to be the quarterback.
How?
They still have him on contract. I think if you cut him now, well, what the cap it would be because his contract was fully guaranteed.
No, but please let him actually play because he's so bad. He hasn't played in, 3 years?
I
He's gonna
watched
be
this
so
dude
bad.
fall completely off a cliff. When he came into the league, he was actually a decent quarterback.
When he was leaving Houston that year, he got paid his money by Houston. Then he wanted to trade because they were bad. See, he just jumped the gun too early. He should have rode out with Houston a couple more years. CJ Stroud would have never been a Texan.
I won't tell you where to lie. When I saw him in the Atlantis Casino, tore up from the floor up, and they had that Cleveland Browns passing camp here, and he went over there to get Amari Cooper's autograph on a Cowboy jersey.
You actually
which
did?
he accommodated.
You did?
Mm-hmm. But when I saw Foster look over at the table, man, and he was in full Waterloo happy hour, glassy, glazy mode. I was like, but Cleveland ain't going nowhere. And Joker was in there fixing his dreadlocks, making sure they were back. Do I have the same amount of blonde on this? I said, by using embarrassment to the youth.
And Joker's a dog, man. He wants to be express himself with his
But
hair.
you're talking about my blonde streaks on this side, balance out with my blonde streaks on the next side.
I don't get that.
Talking to some random white boy trainer, and the trainer just, oh yeah, they look great, and David.
I mean, that's how that's just the locker room gets the mental fortitude to not.
They should
fall
let
to
Shador
themselves.
Sanders be the quarterback of our franchise, man.
I agree.
Boy, listen, I just looking at this now. You got Miami, Arizona in the top 3 for tough schedules. I don't know how it's going to work for them. Now,
It's simple tank.
Chicago, Green Bay, Kansas City. Is Patrick Mahomes going to play though?
I think
Probably
he comes
later
back
in
at
the
some
year.
point in the year, but I don't know what Doc is saying
I think
about
I
like
would.
come back week
if I
one.
was the organization, I would sit him this year. I wouldn't let him
think
come
so?
back. Yeah, because at that time,
I mean, I think fully in 2027 they'll be back. Like as a
you see what I'm
threatening
saying?
team.
So I think if he's coming back, say November, the early part of November,
Yep.
what the record's going to look like the first 2 months?
Agreed.
Who's the backup quarterback right now? They have there.
Because I don't even think Minshew's coming back. I think it's the
Minshew
Chris
got injured too,
a lot of couldn't guy.
Exactly, he got injured too.
Boy, it'll be rough for
So-
Kansas City. So he's gonna have to really either come back for September, which is still early, or just
I don't know if
That's
I can make it
wash.
back in September, but Chicago at the string of schedule, they'll be tested this year. Like I said, the Patriots, you got the Raiders, they're topping up the 10. You got New England, the Raiders, Buffalo, Chargers, and the Panthers.
All right.
The Raiders too, wow.
Let's jump in to the NFL now. Some sad NFL news to kick things off with. Former Purdue star and NFL wide receiver Rondell Moore died on Saturday. Police in his hometown of New Albany, Indiana, told the Associated Press that Moore was found in the garage with a suspected self-inflicted gunshot wound. The death remained under investigation. Floyd County Coroner Matthew Tomlin also confirmed Moore's death. He said an autopsy would be conducted on Sunday. We are deeply saddened by the passing of Rondell Moore, the Vikings said in a statement. While we were working to understand the facts, we have spoken with Rondell's family to offer our condolences and the full support of the Minnesota Vikings. We have also been in communication with our players, coaches, and staff, and will make counseling and emotional support services available to anyone needed. Our thoughts are with Rondell's family and friends during this devastating time. Moore was a former second-round draft pick of the Arizona Cardinals in 2021. He had been sidelined the past 2 seasons because of injuries. He missed the 2024 season after suffering a dislocated right knee while with the Atlanta Falcons. He most recently spent time with the Vikings, participated in their 2025 offseason and training camp before suffering a season-ending left knee injury while returning a punt on August 9th in the team's preseason opener. Now, something's going on with these young kids. You had Marshawn Nealon in Dallas last year, committed suicide. You got Rondell Moore. I'm wondering if the injuries had something to do with him because he was such a star at Purdue. Anticipated playing in the league and not being able to get healthy. I wonder if that led to some sort of depression or if he was suffering depression.
Did they ever say what was the reason why the guy in Dallas Did that to him?
No idea.
I never heard.
There
I
was
never heard-
multiple rumors coming out. Obviously, it was mental health issues. Obviously, he had some before. According to his girlfriend, he'd come off the meds. He was having episodes.
See, the thing is, I saw a clip on Instagram this morning.
Go ahead, Slugboy.
Oh, Purdy, go ahead.
A lot of times these young kids coming through high school have that mentorship, the parents, their friends, everybody who's around them, keeping them, I don't want to, maybe for the lack of a better way, grounded. But now you out as a rookie in the NFL, while you at training camp, and then you back in your room by your dorm, your house is really you're on your own as a man. And so a lot of them aren't ready to deal with that. A lot of them are not ready to deal with the responsibilities of being a responsible adult. About being a responsible adult. They're just so used to going to practice, playing games, playing video games, maybe making sure, or whoever they live with, making sure the food there, all these friends around them, girlfriend, everybody. So they always have that feel-good person around them. But now you go and you leave practice, everybody who ain't married going home today, you ain't hanging out
That's
like
fair.
that. So I mean that's just
It gets lonesome, yeah.
I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but that was just my input.
My goodness.
Listen, to me, as somebody who works with kids, teenagers, you see all the different walks of life and the different stories. There are some scary stories like that. But the thing is with these guys is, like you say, they have the mentorship right there. When they come into the rookie symposium, everything that happens, what they think that happened before, they have people right there to tell them, listen, here's what's going to happen. Here's who's going to come to you for money. Here's who's going to come to you with this, that. You have to surround yourself with these type of people to get away from that. These guys go around and sometimes they reject it because they think I'm an adult now, I can handle it myself. Like I remember one rookie said before, he said, but enough for his check in his bank account, he never saw that kind of money in his life. He freaked out. He didn't know what to do. And he's like, he was spending stupidly. And then apparently somebody had to call him and say, either his accountant or manager's like, look, bro, this money ain't gonna last you forever. The way you blown through this, you the average lifespan of an NFL player is 3 years.
3 years. 3 years.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So he had to tell him, like, you have to stop, you have to control it. So it isn't that these brothers don't have the help, the help is right there. The NFL
just gotta
pays,
take it, yeah.
Yes, they pay millions of dollars every year to get it like that, even though I think the NFL is also something, anyhow, I don't get that. But they put it there for these guys and say, listen, we got to help you. Even if you out and you get drunk, there's a number you could call for somebody to pick you up and drop you home.
Yeah,
but they just don't take the help because they feel like I could deal with it.
I don't even know if it was all that for more, even though that's a very relevant point, because that's a very pertinent point that athletes need to hear. But I was watching this clip on Instagram this morning about Rondale Moore, and it was him in training camp when J.J. Watt was with the Cardinals like the last 2 years, and he was beating himself up, and he was like J.J. comes over because his head's down. He's like, "You okay?" He's like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Why?" He's like, "I dropped the ball." J.J.'s like, "Well, did it hit your hands?" He said, "Yeah, it did." And I'm like, J.J. jokes with him. He says, "Oh, it's a part of the job description," and he sees him getting more and more down. And he's like, "Dude, I'm kidding. Keep your head up. You're fine. You're on the team. You're one of us." Like, some dudes just beat themselves up so bad for little things instead of like saying, "You know what? I am here. I am doing this. I'm in the NFL." They like really hard on themselves. So that little glimpse was like, wow, did he really beat himself up for other things outside of the field as well? Because that could be very destructive. Like, I'll find that clip and send it to you all. It was it was sad.
You're right. And
fair.
some of these kids are from small towns, so the whole town watching them.
The pressure to be great, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And not only that, you got somebody behind your back ready to take your job. Because these teams don't slump when it comes to cutting. You know what I'm saying? These coaches see you in training and practice, and they see you doing something wrong. All of a sudden, you go inside your locker room, you got a pink slip. Because somebody on the training practice squad, they won't call him up because they think he could do a better job. So, and Rondale Moore wasn't a superstar. So when you hear J.J. Watt talk, J.J. Watt the superstar, Rondale Moore, I ain't there yet, trying to get there yet. I think sometimes it's not gonna connect with him because he's feel like, JJ, you straight. You can make these mistakes. I can't do that because if I keep dropping the ball 1, 2 years, I gone. So it is a lot of pressure in these professional leagues. And sometimes some of these brothers just don't know how to deal with it. And every year we hear stories about players who just
I'll send it in the group.
Who just crack under pressure and they end up getting cut or they end up doing something stupid. I mean, look at somebody like Antonio Brown. He had a successful NFL career. I mean, he screwed it up himself. But
I
these
think he
things
got
happen.
mental issues. I think he got CTE issues.
But that's not one of them like depression. But it could be like one of those where he just stops one day, makes a split decision. But Antonio's just like just does dumb things for the hell of it at this point. I mean,
Listen, even as factual as that movie, him, that Marlon Wayans brought out last year.
with Jordan Peele directing, I gotta go watch it. I haven't
watch,
seen it yet.
Watch
I'll
that
watch
movie,
it.
yeah.
I will.
Listen, that's the type of crazy stuff I
These
think some of these people
athletes
say is
do,
going
yeah.
on, like in the
Yeah,
NFL.
like
Not, like the pressure of being on a team or getting on a team, or even when you're in college and high school and they be pushing you in the stupid stuff you got to do, like just to stay relevant or be on top, and what you can do to stay on top. Listen, it just be tough, bro.
It's a lot of pressure too. Because you not only thinking, I got to take care of my family. A lot of these kids, get to the league and want to take care of family when they're not playing and then the money doesn't pan out the way they do it. That's a big blow for them as well.
Then you
too.
have friends who need a payout because they've been there, and I hate that part of that. Like, no,
Not
make
entourage
your own
rule
money.
is
That's- I hate
yeah.
that entourage
You ever watch
stuff.
Y'all ever watch
Well,
Ballers?
that's what I'm referencing. Yeah,
That stuff actually happens in the NFL because the guy who made the Spencer Strasmore, he made it's based on almost like a true story because he was a former player, so it was basically coming from his, from what he saw.
Yeah.
So when you watch that show and you see like, boy, these things actually happen. These guys spending millions of dollars.
like
and-
what's his name? Denzel Washington's son, John David. That's
Yeah,
literally
he-
pretty much like what AB and a lot of these star receivers do with the money in the club and all that.
So yeah, man, it's a lot of pressure being a professional athlete,
accurate.
man. Especially in America, bro. And you got people coming up
But
to
I
you.
mean, no, I agree with that. Like with the fans, like sometimes, I understand why Jordan acts the way he acts sometimes with fans. Like he doesn't have to be that cold, but sometimes you just want to operate on your own. Like you're a human being, and then the pressure they got to really cut these entourage like athlete because you making millions, but they ain't making millions for you. They leeching off.
Ja's a prime example of somebody who don't learn his lesson. But
Bingo. I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
But hey, he'll have to learn the hard way, man. I got a ton of love and support for Jazz, and then he went out publicly yesterday and said he's looking for 8 to 10 years, and it has to be $35 million a year. Like, what?
Why do you think the Yankees don't want to give him a big contract anyhow, though?
Because of him saying stuff like that, like
No,
this.
no, it's not they don't want to give him a big contract. They're doing it now. They're doing the process. The process is you have a rookie contract, you go through the arbitration. All that buys them time to get one or two other things done until they have to sign him on that.
Because I would have thought by now, when he with the Yankees, he would have maybe locked down a 5-year or a 7-year deal. But
That'll happen after this season.
The problem is, Jazz said he would be willing to leave to get what he feels he's worth, but he's late 20s, still in his prime now. But
Every player says that, and some team may offer him that.
I mean, yeah, possibly. That's very true. I hope it ain't y'all. Good God.
No, you know.
They might have everybody.
But I don't see him as when you look at some other players who get $30 million or high 20s and compare their stats to his, that's what that's not him saying that, that's his agent putting that in his head.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
This one is doing that and you got better stats than this, so you deserve. So you got to look at that too. So, but I think he's worth at least 25.
No, I agree.
I'll give him that.
All right. So anything above that to me is good for him, and he's and the Yankees, they avoided arbitration because I think the Yankees realized they'd have lost arbitration.
How we get to talking baseball from football?
We were talking about athletes spending money.
We weren't talking about baseball. We were talking about athletes and spending and what they're making.
Well, how come the Yankees didn't spend? The Yankees play baseball, not football.
We didn't talk about the sport. We
didn't talk about the sport. We were talking about the athletes and what they do. That's how
I'm
we get
proving a point. Any which way Pearlie could bring up baseball these days, Pearlie's tied to baseball. Pearlie is the biggest baseball joneser in the history of baseball jonesers.
That's a good thing or a bad thing.
And now that you mentioned it, I watched the first spring training game for the Dodgers last night. They beat Arizona 15-2.
Jesus.
But it got to a point, like after the second inning, I switched because I didn't know any of those players.
That sounds so depressing for me being a Brave father. I got to deal with that.
Anyway.
Yeah. But I did. I don't know if did you guys talk? I mean, I had some issues. Did you guys talk NCAA basketball?
Yeah, we did.
You talk about the Michigan and Duke game last night?
No, we didn't talk about.
Awesome.
Once we finish wrapping up football, I mean, you want to bring up basketball because
I'm good.
you took a 10-minute drop off in the first hour. Now you want to, change the run of show. How brilliant was the Duke Michigan game, Pearly?
It was good. It was good. Watch Carlos Boozer play all his life now to watch his son play.
We talked about Nepo babies in the NBA. They're another pair of Nepo babies on the way.
They're good the way. Just give him
He's
that.
the real deal, though. He's the real. He's not living on his dad. Matter of fact, I think he's a better college player than his dad was.
Boy.
I don't know about that.
Those Boozer now.
You sure he wasn't up early?
He would be a top 3 pick. Cameron Boozer would be a top 3 pick.
No, I agree, but I mean, the Darren Peterson kid is letting his stock slide by pulling himself out of games. I hate to see stuff like that.
I think he's gonna cost himself a lot of
Kid
money.
from Kansas, he's nuts.
He's gonna cost himself a lot of
He'll
money.
drop 20-something, then he'll say, like, I'll help you scratch myself. These players have too much power.
Because of the NIL.
I saw a coach throw his player out of the game for making a hard foul at, like, UCLA or something, which was crazy to me. That was the one extreme end of the spectrum. Then this kid wants to pull himself out of the game.
Too much. You got to send a message.
Exactly. And even though, to me, the foul wasn't that hard, the team getting thrown out of the game by your own coach. But then for you to pull yourself out of the game as a player?
What's going on with Melo Sando? Why is he not playing?
Oh, Kion?
Kion, yeah.
He in his doghouse in Syracuse.
That's what I'm saying.
Some games he plays, other games they didn't even play him.
Because I didn't see him play the last game. And I was like, why did they not play him?
That had to be a coach's decision, disciplinary action. He's one of the better players on that team.
I agree. I think it's like growing pains or something like
what
that.
What about Bryce in
learning.
Arizona?
Well, I know not with that. Sorry. I don't
You figured that one would have been better than
you did.
Than
Bronny. Bryce over Bronny.
Bryce.
Thought he'd been
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's happening with that.
Oh my lord!
Because I mean, in fairness, like the hunger isn't there with Bryce and Bronny.
I'd say Bryce is a better player than Bronny, but obviously he took the college route and that ain't working in Arizona.
But I mean, in the high school years, it got better for LeBron because he started getting national spotlight because he became a great player. But he came up from literally nothing. Bryce and Bronny have come up with the best in life all their life.
Yes, that's why we come back to what we
Yeah, let's pivot back to football.
My bad.
What do you mean? What do you mean he came up with nothing?
LeBron came up with a single mother, didn't know his father. His father, many rumors about him was not confirmed.
From he was 14, he had people shoving money in his face and offers up the wazoo.
He became a great basketball player at the time. So for 14 years, he was like struggling and like basketball he had to make.
So how many other NBA players came up with no father in the household and made
No,
it?
I agree, but I'm saying for specifically, see, I don't know why we're talking about this, but Bryce and Bronny, they know their dad, they have their mom, they've lived in mansions all their
They're
life. whether in
pampered and
Cleveland.
entitled.
My point, because of the life LeBron gave to them.
Correct.
That's my
point.
point.
Sounds like an Eminem rap coming up to me.
So, because the life he gave them, including $30 million that you didn't have to work or earn.
That's all of this is proving my point. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying LeBron didn't have none of these amenities and facilities that he has been able to give to his two sons and his daughter. That's my point.
But shouldn't that be of any parent? I mean, he's not special.
No,
every parent does that.
No, what he's trying to say
Even
is
the 9-to-5 ham and egg that make $2 an
What
hour.
I'm saying is why these young kids who are sons of NBA legends, but particularly LeBron because of all the money he has, is the hunger that they have won't be the exact same to make it in basketball or to make it in
Well, it's
something.
back
It's
to the
about their
point I made
passion.
up about the coach. You meet a hungry kid with the busted tennis shoes rather
I'm
than.
agreeing with your point. I'm
I
not
know.
making no special nothing for LeBron. I'm saying LeBron.
I know. I'm saying it ties back to that similar point. All right, can we pivot back to the NFL like we were?
Please, yes. I don't know.
Cowboys signed running back Javonte Williams, 3 years, $24 million, $16 million guaranteed. In addition to that, you got Jackson Smith and Jigba says he deserves to be the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL.
And he's going to get it.
I agree with
and he's
that.
made his case for it already.
No. Stop. Hold up. One monster season last year in the Super Bowl. Yes, you definitely need
And
to
an
be in the
offensive
conversation.
player of the year award.
Correct, but you look around and is Jackson Smith and Jigba the best receiver in the NFL?
In
Right
my
now, per
eyes,
se, they're going to
he's
say
not,
he is because
but
he's
from
one of
what
the
he's-
defensive
what he's
awards,
done
and he put up some good numbers.
I say there's a pecking order that this guy Justin
It's like-
Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb in there.
Oh, don't forget
those guys
Jamar
have been
Chase.
paid.
Jamar Chase as well.
We're not even.
Hold on, Pearly. Do I need to prove a point? Let me prove a point to you, Pearly. No. See, I love it when they just jump up and say Sedarian Lamb. Oh, you just saying that because you was a Cowboy. No. Let's
I don't
just.
remember saying all that.
I know
but
the
anyway,
exact
go ahead.
stat he's going to bring more, but more touchdowns while missing.
No,
more
I'm
games
just
or
bringing up
something
the
like that.
whole body of work so y'all could see
Okay, so if you look
that
at
that in the that since he's been in the league, he has been in every conversation as far as top wide receivers.
what a CD Lamb.
Yeah, but has he
Correct.
ever had a year where he's number one?
So CD Lamb actually that's 10,000. Was he injured this year? Anytime?
Missed 4 games.
Okay, so yeah, so he had a total of 1,077 yards. Your best receiver was Pickens, who had almost 1,500.
Correct, but CD missed 4 games. You don't think CD's numbers could be better?
No, I'm not taking it from CD, no. I'm just saying. And then you get Jackson Smith and Jigma, who had over 1,700 yards, almost 1,800 yards, and 10 touchdowns.
With an Opoi, with a ring.
Right, and the only person close to him was Puka Nakua, who basically almost had the same
That
thing.
is the best receiver in football, but the
So-
most accomplished of the young guys
Mike-
right now is
Okay, but
KSN.
hold on. Let me just go down now. 2020 rookie year, 935 yards. 2021, CD Lamb, 1,100 yards. 2022, 1,350 yards. 2023, 1,750 yards. 2024, 1,194 yards, and that's with no Dak Prescott at quarterback. And that's missing 3 games at the end of the year when they shut him down because the team wasn't going nowhere. 2025, 1,077, missed 4 games.
Right.
But if you look at the body of work over those 5 years, he has been in the conversation with everybody, including Justin Jefferson.
I agree, but Jefferson's still the best in my eyes. if
That's
we're gonna-
fine, but I'm just
And the
saying,
reason I say
when
that
you
is
start the
because-
conversation with the top 3 receivers in the NFL, there's Jefferson, Lamb, and Nakua in any particular order.
Some will say Chase, but
I
some
just
will
gonna
say
say, what you
JSN.
gonna say about Jamar Chase though?
Jamar Chase is
But
there
I think Chase benefits from the best quarterback out of any of those guys
Jackson-
on that list.
and see, Jackson's been a
Jefferson
Jigma-
doesn't have no quarterback.
So you're saying Burrow is better than Dak Prescott?
Yes.
How so?
Yeah, bro, pretty much the same guy.
So how is Burrow better
Dak
than-
is better with availability. I give Dak that because Burrow gets injured quite a lot. But if they're on the field at the same time, passing wise, scrambling wise, they pretty much play the same style. But Burrow's just a tad bit better in my eyes.
CD came in the league when? What's
Yeah.
that?
Right.
And which year?
What say you, Pearly?
I plead the fifth.
He agrees
So-
with me on that take.
Okay, so you got Jamar Chase came in 2021. So far, he's had over. So 2021, that's what, 4 years?
So, but yeah.
So in
but-
4 years, he has almost 7,000 yards and 54
no,
touchdowns.
2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. 5 years.
Yeah, so, okay, 5 years. So
Mm-hmm.
you give him, yes, like I say, almost 7,000 yards and 54 touchdowns in 2021. Which year did CD Lamb come in the NFL?
2020, a year ahead.
Okay, a year ahead. So CD Lamb, a year ahead of him, has 7,416 yards and 41 touchdowns.
Shay.
And how many games has CD missed?
It doesn't say here.
I can tell you 10 games that he's missed in his career easy.
10 in his career.
In his career, CD's missed 10. He missed 4 this year. He missed 3 at the end of the 2024 season when Dak was injured, and they shut him down for the shoulder. That's 7 right there.
So he played 95 in total so far since he's been
Yeah.
in the NFL. 95.
I don't think we get how
And his
good-
stats are still ahead of Jackson Smith and Jigma, correct?
I don't.
Yeah, it's not his ahead of Jackson Smith and Jigma. But what I'm saying is the reason why I think they're going to pay him the top dollar because
Because that's how the market goes. The market
Exactly.
resets. I'm not
And-
worried
and
about
he
that
won-
point.
and he won
I'm
the
just
Offensive
saying
Player of the Year.
that he
But
has
I
to be in
don't
that
vote that
convo. And George Pickens, one more year, and let's see what Pickens does. He might be in the convo too.
Say one thing. With
And he came in the
Kirk
league in
Cousins-
2023.
With Kirk Cousins at quarterback, and then Sam Darnold, and then 9 J.J. McCarthy and Sam Brosmer and guys like that. Justin Jefferson in 6 years has 579 catches, 8,480 yards in 6 seasons. In 6 seasons, and 42 touchdowns.
Who's that?
Justin Jefferson. So 8,000 yards in 6 years.
And how many does CD
So
have
he's
in
going to
5?
break 10,000 yards before 10 years in the
Remember,
NFL.
he was on-
He
He was on that pace. Remember, he was on that pace to.
I agree.
To break with Randy Moss, right?
He broke it.
Right, and then this year came.
I didn't mean to get loud, my bad.
You
But
know,
yeah, he broke it.
what's the name of the quarterback again? McCarthy.
Yeah.
Who didn't squat because now his name is coming up in trade talks to leave Minnesota.
They should have kept Darnold.
Maybe in San Francisco, but anyhow.
They should have
You know,
kept Darnold.
so, it's nobody taking nothing from CD Lamb, but I'm saying it because this boy already been offensive rookie of the year in his 3rd season. His 3rd season because this will be his 4th season, which is his contract year. They're going to throw the money at him. Who's right now? Jamar Chase is the top highest paid receiver at 40 million.
I believe so. Yeah.
At 40 million, right? So this boy gonna ask him, he's going to demand like 45.
Correct.
Yeah, he will.
That's
Yeah,
almost
so-
quarterback, but
And then
We gotta
and then
get to the
Puka will
break,
get
right,
to
Mr.?
48 or so.
Let's get this break in. And once we get the break in, we got to come back. We got to do some picks, some NBA picks. We'll wrap up the NFL and we'll do some NBA picks. All right, it's all coming up on the flip side of the break as the Sunday, February 22nd edition of the Press Box, brought to you by the Island Game and Bud Light, continues right after this.
Reliable and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been from the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Girl, you see how Cora eye look funny, all black up yesterday?
But she say she bump into a wall when she's running after the churn dam.
Yeah, but last Saturday you see her arm was all black and blue, right?
What you saying? You think something wrong between her and Jack?
I ain't sure, but you know Jack is a jealous man. I hear him and Cora last Friday. I hear him say he hear Cora have eyes for Junior.
Now you know that ain't true. Cora is a good woman, does mind her business, take care of them churn, and go to church every Sunday. So what you think we should do?
I think we should report Jack, you know. Cora don't say nothing, but silence hides violence. We don't want to line up in the cemetery.
Not me. I ain't getting in nobody business. Then Jack come after me and I land up next to Cora.
No, man, we could call a text Crime Stopper. And remember, we can even get some grocery money for our tip.
Remind me again, how does this work?
We can call them in Miami at 328-TIPS or 328-8477. Or when we in the island, call toll free at 300-TIPS or 300-8477. And if you don't have no minutes, use the Crack Crime Bahamas app and we could text them. And the messages get on mix up before it leave your phone so nobody can know what you saying.
So what we waiting on then? Let's go earn some grocery money.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Sunday, February 22nd edition of the Press Box, brought to you by the Island Game and Bud Light. Your boy Naughty along with Stat Boy, with Pearly and Mega in the building, wrapping things up. We got our pro picks coming up, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. And our website, be sure to check that out. Multiple ways to play, multiple ways to win. Simply log on to theislandgame.com. All right, we're going to the NBA today. Pearly still in the building? Pearly, take yourself off mute, Pearly. You're on mute. Once Pearly unmutes himself.
I just know that. I just couldn't get it open.
All right. We got the Cavs and the Thunder kicking off at 1 p.m. today.
Oh, good game.
I like the Cavs, man. Cleveland 4.5-point favorites, but give me the Thunder plus the 4.5. They're at home, and I think they win today.
Yeah, Shea's not back yet. I'm going to go with the Cavaliers.
I'm going to OKC at home.
Got the Nets on the road against the Hawks.
Well, I think I get a vote.
Yeah, but speak up, Pearly.
I'll take the Cavs and the points.
All right. The Nets on the road against the Hawks. Hawks 10.5-point favorites. I like the Hawks in the money line at home in this one.
I agree. Nets are tanking. Yeah. Take the Hawks.
Yeah, I go to
Hawks in the money line.
Raptors on the road taking on the Bucks. Toronto 3.5-point favorites. Hey, give me the Bucks at home plus the 3.5. I think they win this game.
Wow,
Yeah,
no way.
I agree with you, Naughty.
Bucks
Giannis,
done won 5 or 6, 7 games in a row.
Giannis is still out, and the Raptors are a sneaky underrated. They're 33-23. They're a solid team, a good cohesion team. I like the Raptors to win this game.
Yeah, I take Toronto as well this one.
I like Toronto. I like the TO.
Listen,
Yeah.
okay.
Nuggets on the road against the Warriors. Denver 6.5-point favorites. I like the Nuggets, and I like them to cover the 6.5 points. Warriors banged up.
I agree.
Didn't
Curry's
the
out.
Warriors pick up signed somebody yesterday? I thought I saw something. No?
I'm not sure. No,
They
but
may have, but
I just know Curry's out. So Curry's out. Yeah.
I don't know if that could help too much with the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the Nuggets and the points.
Yeah, I go Denver as well.
You got the Mavericks on the road against the Pacers. I like the Mavericks in this one. Dallas 2.5-point favorites. Yeah, give me the Mavs minus the 2.5.
For sure.
Yeah.
Mavericks.
I'm right with you. Yeah.
Charlotte, Washington.
Hornets on the road against the Wizards. Charlotte 11.5-point favorites. I like the Hornets in the money line to win this one. The Wizards very good against the spread. You could actually take them plus the 11.5. They may cover for you.
Wow. That's interesting. The Hornets been in Washington from last night anyway. They had the NCAA game last night. I like the Hornets and the money and the points.
Yeah, I take Charlotte too as well.
To cover 11.5?
Yeah.
That's a lot, boy. I'll take them in the money line. What say you start, boy?
What's the team? Charlotte and Washington. I like Charlotte to win. And it's at 11 points. I don't know if they cover that, but I like Charlotte to win.
You got the Celtics and the Lakers, old school, at 6:30 p.m. on NBC Peacock. Boston 1.5-point favorites.
Is it in LA?
It's in LA. After what I saw the other night against the Clippers with us blowing a 12-point lead, we're not playing no defense. LeBron looks like he's in petulant mode. It's a great rivalry, so I got to go with the Lakers simply because it's Lakers Celtics. I got to go with the Lakers.
Yeah, me
but-
too. I have to go with the Lakers.
No excuse tonight. Everybody is back. There are no injury reports. Everybody is playing tonight. That means Hachimura, all them are back. The Lakers should win this game.
I give them the Celtics though.
Rui
Celtic.
Rui Hachimura has been in, but it's like he's been out. So let's hopefully he'll show up and put up some points and do something. Sixers on the road against the Timberwolves. Timberwolves 8.5-point favorites. Sixers have lost 4 straight on the road. I like the Timberwolves to win and to cover at home.
I like the Timberwolves as well.
I think Ant-Man is coming off a high from the All-Star game, feeling good about himself. I like the Timberwolves in the money line.
Yeah, give me Minnesota too, because Philly been playing kind of shaky right now.
Next on the road against the Bulls, 10.5-point favorites. They're coming in off a back-to-back. I like them to win, but I don't like them to cover the 10.5, so give me the Knicks in the money line.
Well, but what they put on Houston last night, they came down from being down 18 points in the fourth quarter. Brunson hit 4 clutch jumpers. They hot. I like them tonight, but and you guess what? I can take them in the points.
I don't think they get the points, but I think they win the game against the Bulls.
Nah, give me New York.
Trailblazers on the road against the Suns. Portland minus 3.5-point favorite. Dylan Brooks injured last night for the Suns, so that's the reason why that they're the underdog right now. The Trailblazers, I don't know. I don't know who you get with the Trailblazers. You get a team that shows up and scores, or you get a team that gets beat by 50 to the Nuggets. With that being said, give me the Suns plus the 3.5 at home.
Yeah, I like Phoenix in this one and the 3.5
I can ride
points.
with you on this one, Naughty.
As long as they got the Mexican bandito Booker.
Is he Mexican or is
but
he?
he claims to be Mexican now.
I still think he's overrated. But yeah,
In the Clippers, I'm going to take the Magic in this one. Clippers 2.5-point favorites, but Kawhi Leonard's injured. They also lost their big man the other night against the Lakers. He's in concussion protocol. I like the
Lopez?
Magic. Yeah, not Lopez, the other one.
Okay. Yeah, give me the Magic and the Clippers. Yeah, give me the Magic.
I'll take the Magic plus the 2.5.
But Kawhi, I like Kawhi to. Boy, he's gonna put up a fight. He's gonna
Depending
put up
on
a
that
game.
ankle, he came out against that Lakers with a twisted ankle, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh,
but
he did.
But
Okay.
this is a toss-up. I'll take the Magic in the points as well. Just a toss-up.
there you go, man. Well, we've reached that point, man. Rich Eisen going to take us home today. We got we hit the break, and then obviously Rich will take us home. And like I said, it's a great what's more likely with Rich Eisen this week, discussing a lot of things. Some of the topics that are going to come up, obviously, are going to be the Steelers, the Eagles, the NFL Combine, the NBA, and some Olympics. So it's a quite entertaining take home today with what's more likely with Rich Eisen. For Pearly, for Starboy, for Mega, this your boy Naughty, and of course, Mr. Producer. We'll see you next week right here on the Press Box.
dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Always on the go? Missed a show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Mommy, guess what I did in school today? Hold on, sweetie. Mommy's sending a text. But Mommy, my teacher said that you're not supposed to text and drive. I know what I'm doing. Oh, look, Mommy, the Smith twins. Mommy, watch out!
In 2017, approximately 54 people died as a result of traffic accidents. A percentage of these fatalities occurred as a result of texting while driving. 5 seconds can increase your chance of crashing. Remember, even the smallest voice counts.
Texting.
Brought to you by UB Radio and Guardian Radio 96.9.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching up and making the grab. Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entertained. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
More likely.
Never say never, but never. All right, Christopher, what's more likely presented by Pella Windows and Doors? You have the floor, and that kind of
Hey, guys.
rhymes.
What's happening? More likely to be Rich Eisen's final move.
All right, thank you. Very good. All right.
We talked about it earlier with Tommy P, and it's going to be a storyline, I think, until at least mid-March, until this guy makes a move. Who's more likely to be the Steelers' Week 1 quarterback? Aaron Rodgers or Malik Willis?
I will go Aaron Rodgers. I kind of feel it. And certainly, you know, we have Omar Khan slated as a guest next week. I'm sure he will talk about how much they love Will Howard. And you will be there, and you can smell what he's cooking.
I can't wait.
Or think that this is a little bit of smoke and they'll be in the Malik Willis market. But it does appear to be a situation where they are into Aaron Rodgers coming back, and Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers together again as the Pittsburgh Steelers coach and quarterback is wild. It's the last time for them to make it back to the Super Bowl with the combination that beat the Steelers in their last Super Bowl appearance. I pick this stuff up, but I don't know why. But everybody you speak to, and I'll again hear it at the combine, feels that this is done or going to happen. As much as anything involving Rodgers prior to a new league year, sussing it out can be considered as done. But I feel like this is a real deal thing. And if Rodgers doesn't want to play anymore, then that's the only way it doesn't happen. How does that sound? That's the way I get the sense.
I kind of feel that way.
Because if he wants to play again, like where else would he kick a tire that would take him and he feels like it would be a match That he doesn't feel like he's swimming upstream when talking to a coach or a coordinator or a scheme. You know?
Maybe Minnesota, honestly.
Maybe. But I think it's Nine's time there.
Yeah.
Again. Chris, what else?
All right. Another storyline we're going to keep watching. A.J. Brown. More likely Eastern Division that A.J. Brown is playing in 2026. NFC or AFC?
Well,
not just the Patriots thing. You see Bill.
I'll go NFC.
I think Bill's rumors.
We've got Howie Roseman is slated as a guest next week. He's scheduled to appear. And if he said before, like, they're not in the business of tapping out on players that's successful. Let's see what Sean Mannion can do with him. Let's see what can happen. I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't move him. I know what you're after. I know what you're after. You see him in a Patriot uniform. Did you see him on Gronk and Edelman's podcast?
Did I ever?
Okay.
I've watched it a dozen times.
Okay. This is what he had to say about when he was a Tennessee Titan. And if you remember, Mike Vrabel said, as long as I'm the Titans head coach, A.J. Brown's going to be with me. And then he got traded away. But this was A.J. Brown's side of being a wide receiver in Mike Vrabel's locker room.
So following you in the meetings, he's want to make sure that you're staying engaged, and he's going to go over the keys to victory of the week. And he's going to, and you better know him like to the back of your hand, right? And so I used to write in my notebook, because at the time I didn't really like Vrab. I didn't like him. I admit that. He knows that. And so I used to write, I hate Vrab, I hate Vrab, I hate Vrab, right? But I was doing that to pretend like I was right. I was taking notes to look like I was engaged, but because he was so hard on me when I was a rookie and I didn't really understand it. And so it was at the time I told Vrab, I was like, hey, like, I'm humble already. You don't got to humble me. But I really didn't understand what he was trying to, push me to be. When I say he holds every single player accountable from top to bottom, I don't care who it is, like, that's who he is. And it makes the team come together because nobody's bigger than the team. Nobody's bigger than the program. So you have to respect it.
That's on the Dudes on Dudes podcast right there. Confirming why my vote cast for Mike Vrabel as Coach of the Year, I think, was spot on. But I think this does give you hope, right? That he now understands as a veteran being held accountable, and let's go into the offense that's definitely going to have this offensive coordinator. It's not going to be a round robin every other year with an offensive coordinator. But what he wants and what the Eagles going to do with him, I don't think the Eagles trade him. So what's more likely? I'll say NFC.
All right.
What else, Chris?
All right, bummer.
But A.J. Brown on the Patriots. Yeah.
It gets me going.
I got you. I don't blame you.
February. Going to the Combine next week. Obviously,
we are. Can confirm. It is likely.
Anyone takes down the 40 record? Is it more likely the 40 record goes down again, or you top your own 40 record this year?
I'll top my own 40 record. Ooh. That's the one I can control.
Yeah.
Do you know how much training I've done for it so far?
Please don't say zero. Please
None.
don't say
There's
zero.
no way.
How dare you?
Please.
None.
How dare you? So I won't say 0.
0.1?
But is it truthful?
No. But I'll get there.
When? When are you going to get there?
I promise you I'm going to get there.
Okay.
I've got, when I come back from the Combine, a good month and a half of just solid getting ready.
Every year, Chris prays for you to train.
I know that.
He does.
I know
Not
that.
the only one.
Well, normally TJ's the one who receives Susie's texts on the show. But that's the one I can control.
Okay.
I'll say it's more likely I break the 5.96 or last year's time.
No. I want you sub 6, baby.
Sure. I'll never say never.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And I won't do the Tomlin drop. I won't do it, but you can, Mike, if you want.
No.
And I'll say never. I'll just
Never say never, but never.
See, that last but never, I won't say. What else, Chris?
Rich, there's a big basketball game tomorrow. Have you heard about this?
Oh, baby.
Duke, Michigan. Is it more likely that Duke, Michigan is a title game preview, or one of them doesn't even make the Final Four?
I'll say one of them doesn't make the Final Four.
Oh, Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's better teams than Duke out there.
I teed it up.
Yep. There you go. I thought you said what's more likely that Michigan gets another double-digit victory or, Duke wins. I thought that would be the...
What are you going to say?
You know what I would say.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Where's the fun in that?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I think it's more likely that one of them doesn't make the final
I'm trying to
four.
give you a tough either or here.
Okay.
All right,
This one wasn't tough.
Little NBA here. Is it more likely to win the Eastern Conference?
Yes.
Either 1 or 2 seed, Pistons, Celtics, or the field?
I'll take the field.
That a Knicks?
No, I would take Pistons Celtics right now. I really would. Again, the Knicks, Sewell was talking about that at the end of the day. Will they miss Tom Thibodeau's defense and defensive mindset in the playoffs?
Yeah, maybe.
Or Mike Brown's way of playing up style without the same sort of Thibodeau focus or intensity on defense? Will it cost them? And at the end of the day, the Pistons might just have their number. And is Tatum coming back? That would be tantalizing. I think he might in the playoffs. Not like this a week from Sunday. I think it's too early. Like, what's the point?
I'm not
like,
sure.
what's the point? Why would Tatum come back March 1st to what? Try and lessen the gap to catch Detroit?
No, I think just to get his legs back.
No, I know that, but it makes no sense.
Yeah, they're not fighting for the 1 seed.
No, like what's the point? I think they've hit their high water mark in terms of a seeding.
Yeah.
And if, as long as Jaylen Brown keeps on triple doubling and the rest of the team does what they're doing, they can stay in the 2 seed, 3 seed, 2 seed. It's like the gold jacket, green jacket, right?
Right.
So, but I would again. I understand. Cavs fans hope I am wrong, but James Harden Game 6, Game 7 performances in the playoffs in his career, it would be an outlier for him to suddenly show up, connect with Spider Mitchell and the rest of that team, and suddenly advance because he shows up in a Game 6 or a Game 7 to his Hall of Fame potential. Does that make sense?
It does.
What else you got?
Let's go to the West. More likely to win the West. OKC or the Spurs, or they're 1-2 right now, or the field.
Why do I want to go to the field here?
Well, the field includes Denver,
I know that.
and Kevin Durant,
And Lakers.
Houston,
And the Lakers.
Oh, sure.
And the Lakers.
They're also
Why not the Lakers?
in the West.
Why not the Lakers?
No one takes them seriously as a title contender.
No, they don't. I don't know why. Luka took the Mavericks once upon a time deeper than the Lakers have been taken since the bubble.
True.
Thunder Spurs too.
Clippers too, maybe Clippers.
I'll still take Thunder Spurs too. You got one more over there?
Last one, gold medal game Sunday, early wake up, guys, 5 a.m. West Coast time, unless they change it. Team USA gets underway in about an hour. Is it more likely the gold medal game goes to overtime or is decided by multiple goals?
Oh, I'm going to go overtime. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? Right? The U.S. advances to the semifinal in overtime. The women win the gold in overtime. Are you picking up what I'm putting down right now?
I'm feeling you.
Well, yeah, I'll go.
That is going to be a stressful morning on Sunday.